Hello viewers, welcome to SUNASTRO. SUNASTRO combined Vedic and KP astrology to provide astrological consultation. If you like our video, please subscribe, share and comment. For consultation, please see the link below and please visit our website sunastro.org. Now in today's video, we'll see what are the yogas that takes a person modeling as a career in astrology. So first we'll see the Lagna chart. In the Lagna chart, we see that Saturn is getting and rising in the first house itself, and Saturn is sitting in the 10th house in sign of Libra. So the first lord is going to a 10th house, makes the person very career oriented. Saturn is getting exalted in the 10th house, which makes the person will have a very high flying career or a very established career. Now, if you see here that Saturn is the 10th, in 10th house, Saturn is sitting in the sign of Venus. And as we all know, Venus represent glamour industry, fashion, modeling, etc. So the person is interested in fashion industry or is into the modeling line. Now, for 5th house, we see because of modeling, fashion, and cinema. In the 5th house, we see Rahu is sitting. Whenever Rahu or Venus sits in the 5th house, it will take a person into the fashion industry. And here Rahu is again sitting in the sign of Venus. So the 5th and the 10th lord is becoming Venus, and it's getting combined and sitting in the 8th house. So now this person clearly shows that the person, when a 5th and 10th combine, it will make a person interested in 5th house related things. And here the 5th and 10th both is becoming Venus. So Venus related field will be very good for her, and she is into modeling. Now, if you see the Navamsha chart, in the Navamsha chart, we see Rahu is sitting in the first house. Whenever Rahu sits in the first house, it makes the person very much interested in her look or in her body, and modeling is very much for look. Now, again, if you see here, Moon is sitting in the 10th house in the sign of Taurus, and Moon is getting exalted. So Moon here will help the person to get the fame that is required in the modeling industry. And again, if you see the 9th house, you see Mars and Venus is combined, and Mars is sitting in its own sign here. So Mars and Venus is very much required in the fashion or modeling industry, because that will help the person to gain the desire of the required thing that the fashion industry needs. Now let's take the Dasamsha chart. In the Dasamsha chart, we see the Venus is rising in the first house itself. So person will go into the Venus industry. If you see Venus is sitting in the 4th house with Mars, so Venus and Mars is again combining here in the sign of Leo, which clearly indicates that the person will be very much interested in Venus related things like fashion, modeling, and the person is into modeling. This is the chart of a model who is a very established model today in Mumbai. This chart came to me 4 years back, and I told this girl that she'll be a very big model. She was struggling at that time. She'll be a very big model, and she is today. Now, if you see the 5th house of the Dasamsha chart, we see Rahu sitting there, and Rahu will make the person obsessed in Rahu, like technology or fashion or in the cinema industry. Now, if you see the KP chart, in the KP chart, we see again Rahu is sitting there in the sign of Taurus. So definitely again in the sign of Venus related things. And you see Moon is sitting in the 1st house, and Venus, Mars, Mercury is sitting in the 7th house. Now, if you see the cusp position, in the cusp position, we see the 5th sublord here, because 5th house is see for industry like fashion, glamour, or modeling. Now, 5th house, again, we see Rahu. Whenever Rahu or Venus becomes the sublord of the 5th house, it will make a person interested in cinema line or modeling or fashion. So this was my analysis for this chart. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and comment.